Good God, that's a lot of troops right next to that level 3 pass. That's going to be a big fight. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to the Gekko. We are in Kingdom 149, and while OGS spam a little bit of emotes for us, we are gonna document them building a center fort and attempting to get back into Zone 3. This is a top 5 alliance in Kingdom 149 that at some point in time in the past, due to a fight of whatever reason, got kicked out of Zone 3 all the way back to Zone 1. Now, for some reason, in this game, a lot of you who go through this end up either quitting or letting go of your account and go into a new kingdom rather than fighting back to get your rightful place. OGS placing this center fort is about to do just that. We're about to see exactly how their Zone 1 looks like. They made their way all the way from Zone 1 into Zone 2, got strong enough, picked up altars, picked up shrines, placed a good placed center fort right next to the level 3 pass, and now it is time to finally open the gates back to Zone 3. But to do that, they're going to have to pass a lot of troops by Teo. Teo is the alliance that holds all the line from the level 3 pass on the top of the map, almost all the way down to the Lost Temple. In this alliance, we have two really strong tier 5s. 2 of the 7 in this kingdom. One of them is the leader of this alliance, and you guys can see them right here in the number 4 spot on the top list. As these guys are gearing up for a rally, it is clear that they do not want to get anywhere near that pass. They want to wait for the rally, and they want to reinforce the rally rather than solo hitting it. Their enemies, on the other hand, are getting as close as possible because they want to defend and they want to hold as well as possible. This is what is in the pass right now. A lot of tier 4s, a little bit of tier 3s, but hey, there's still plenty of defense. The most important thing in there, though, is Sun Tzu, who's going to do a lot of AoE damage, which is why these guys cleverly asked their people to stay back and watch out for the AoE damage as the standoff waits for the rally to come in. The defense have a little bit of an advantage because obviously you can send more than one march into a pass. You can actually pull it out and pull your dead or highly wounded march out of the pass while it's being attacked, and then place another march in. But when it comes to a rally, once you send a march, that's it. Anyone who's not in the rally can send another march, one march into the rally, and from there on, that's it. It is what it is. These guys have tier 5s. Teo don't. It's going to be a slaughter. Now, for some weird reason, when I started recording, I couldn't see the HP on either the rally or the fort. This was really bumming me out because honestly we want to see the HP as the rally goes, but what we can see is insane amounts of damage being done by the rally on this pass, and these guys at Teo are really going to want to start reinforcing as slowly and steadily more of them show up. A few of these guys were actually too close to the pass and took a few hits from the rally, which is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. And you can also see that the guys in blue, OGS, did reinforce the rally a couple of times. Now, as I tried finagling with it, I didn't really want to mess up the recording. So eventually you'll see a little bit of a zoom in where we will see the rally HP. And yeah, this was just straight up the one defense that the blue team needed to get rid of to be able to get back into Zone 3. OGS doing their best. Pretty much the story goes that they worked their way back into Zone 3, and now they want to claim back their territory where they used to be. Now, this kingdom has an alliance between all the alliances at the top level. I think it's the top 5 or top 6 that have rules in place for Zone 3, and pretty much they don't engage each other unless it's like killing event organized fights. So these guys were really trying to follow the rules, but at the same time gain their territories back. And as the rally slowly keeps hitting this wall and more people come in, a few marches actually made the mistake of trying to hit the rally directly, like you're seeing on the screen right now, and that march just got straight up melted. Now, I could have gone with simplified graphics, which I tried. I could have gone with a bunch of different things, but I really didn't want to mess up the recording. At some point, you'll see, we'll zoom in and be able to see the HP. You can see me trying to do anything possible, and even that stupid like tutorial thing, anything possible to try to get the HP to show up on the screen. So there's a little bit of, you know, lagging issues right there. And here we can see the rally HP, but still not the pass. Unfortunately, we're going to get through this particular rally without seeing the HP on the pass, but what you can see is constant troops going in there. Teo are doing whatever they can not to let these guys in, but they don't have tier 5s, and OGS has 2 tier 5 players. I don't really think there, what we're going to see in the report in a little bit after this is done, of how many tier 5s were there. I don't really remember if there were 2 players with tier 5s in the rally or not, but even 1 against non-tier 5s can be very, very dangerous. This was being led by one of their tier 5 players that's teched out, obviously, that has a nice little Barca going on. So yeah, pretty much a pass take. We're going to watch this thing go for a little bit longer, and in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about one thing I mentioned very briefly in the beginning of the video. It's very common nowadays that people either do one of 2 things in this game. Number 1, they lose a big war, get potentially zeroed, and either quit or join a new kingdom with a new account. Or number 2, they decide to just make a jumper or focus on more than one account and more than one kingdom, kind of like what I've been doing too. Now, in my case, the reason I have, well, technically 3 very active accounts is because I need to be making content. I want to be making content on all sorts of different things, and having a jumper account, having a regular account, and having a free-to-play account is what I need to be able to produce the best amount of content possible, the best kind of content for you guys. But you shouldn't be quitting your account and going to make a new one because you got zeroed or because you lost whatever pass, whatever zone, whatever it is. First of all, worst case scenario, find yourself a new alliance, one of the ones that are still dominating the kingdom. It's not that hard. If you're a good player, if you're an active player, they will take you in. Yes, so you're gonna have to meet new friends, and yes, they were the enemy and you hated them and all that stuff, but honestly, guys, quitting the game or going to make a new account will not really make things better. You're restarting again. You're focus on your one account. We know KVK is coming. We know cool, very, very cool things coming up in the update that is the KVK update. And trust me when I tell you, you want to be focusing on your one account. So if you guys lose a war, get discouraged, don't go for another kingdom. Keep fighting on your account. If you spent money on the account, don't throw that money away. Keep building your account. Getting zeroed doesn't mean you're left with 0 troops. You still have your whole hospital that you can try to slowly and steadily heal. You can keep training troops. You get a substantial amount of training speedups and any kinds of speedups by just being active in the game consistently. Just build back up. It's really, really easy. I have been zeroed on one of the accounts of the 3 accounts, and they're still there. They're very active. It was a bummer. It was a bummer. It is bumming me out. It did bum me out. But if you guys want to play this game and like this game, don't give up on your account that easily. These guys didn't give up on their alliance. These guys didn't give up on what they wanted to get accomplished. They got back to zone 1, took a breather, reset their mindset, went for those little, shrines, altars and whatnot, and slowly and steadily built their way back up. It takes active players. It takes willpower to get things done. It takes strength to say, listen, if we want to stay as an alliance, we're going to have to power through this, and we're going to have to be even more active. If we want to be in a new alliance, cool, go join a new alliance, whatever. But do your best to stay and play the game, guys. Getting zeroed is not the end of the world. I know it bums a lot of people out. I understand it. And as the rally just keeps going, you guys are slowly seeing the Teo marches slowly and steadily fading away as the active marches of people that were there actively reinforcing are slowly joining this pass and just are not able to get the job done. We cannot see the HP on this pass, but based on what we're seeing, it looks like the rally is very slowly losing troops. I don't really know yet what is going to be the outcome here, and there it is. Lots and lots of sad faces as the blue team, OGS, finally get their way back into Zone 3. Now, as that happened, the gates open, allowing the blue team to pour their way back in. And this was the moment OGS have been waiting for. They have been waiting and working hard for a long, long time to get to this day where they can finally reclaim their territory. They can finally get into Zone 3 and start putting in the work as they slowly start shredding any AFK armies right next to the pass. Guys, understand that, you know, a pass take takes time. It takes time for the other team to rally, to fix things up and all that good stuff. If you're sending marches to an active battlefield and just leaving them standing because you AFK'd, no bueno. No bueno at all. These guys lost a lot of troops right here on marches that were either just completely AFK or they just realized a little too late that, hey, these guys are pouring in and we better get the hell out of here. It did not work out very well. Now here's the deal. The next step is very simple. We have the pass. Now we got to get to the Lost Temple. And to do that, they're going to have to take Teo's flags one by one. Burn a flag, build their flag in that place. Burn a flag, build their flag in that place. This is not a central fort play where you can put a fort in the up front position and just kill them all. They really want to clean their path up. And as you see, here's the report on that hit on the pass. And that's 3.5 million tier 4s dead. A lot of slightly wounded too. All these like side combats are a little bit, I don't really understand yet. What are these? Because there were a few armies that did get hit from AoE from the rally. So I'm a little confused as to why that happened. It kind of is weird. The other side lost a lot of troops too, guys. The OGS side lost a substantial amount of troops too. But look at these death numbers. Over 100,000 dead on a bunch of people here. Some tier 2s holding the pass, which is kind of weird. But hey, if that's what you got, you're going to hold with whatever. We see some tier 3s in here as well. Whew. That was a big, big loss. Now, as I mentioned, the next step must be taking the flags down. So the way this is going to work is it turns out that the alliances, the top alliances in Kingdom 149, pretty much agreed to let OGS back. Their challenge was pretty much to get rid of Teo out of there. And once they got that, and as you see, 21,000 tier 5s dead, that hurts. Once they got rid of Teo, the alliances near the central fort are going to rework their flags a little bit, as you guys are going to see how it looks like in a little bit, to accommodate OGS back again as they start swarm attacking the first flag. It was very clear Teo were not about that fight. Once the level 3 pass was lost, you can see that a few flags became inactive, even though you don't see them yet on the map because it doesn't update live. You got to restart your game for that. These guys are going to have to work all their way down to the central fort of Teo. That's pretty close to the LT. It's not next to it, but it's pretty close. Burn all the flags along the way. Get rid of that city, that central fortress, and place themselves in the Lost Temple again. Now, that's pretty much the story. You guys are going to keep watching a little bit more of the flag burning and their way down all the way to the central fort. What do you guys think about this kind of attack? There wasn't too much action, but it was a straight strategic attack where Teo put all their eggs in the one basket, protecting that level 3 pass. And once it went out, so did Teo. Over 4 million troops dead in one rally, mainly tier 4s. You know, not everyone has a ton of tier 5s. But hey, that pass take was nice and slow and steady, as you guys are seeing. These guys worked their way back down and finally made it to the central fortress. And as of the time recording this video, they have reached their goal, and now they are waiting for the new alliance, for the top alliances to rearrange a little bit their flags, so there's space for a OGS flag next to the Lost Temple. I'm the Gekko. I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you guys like these types of videos, war videos and all that good stuff, smash the like button. Spoiler alert for those of you who are here till the end, big boy videos are coming up with a lot of things that you guys are gonna want to know and don't want to miss. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and turn on the notifications, because you guys want to be the first ones to see these videos that are coming up, because boy oh boy, you guys do not want to stay behind. Anyway, I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Thank you very much for watching this video again. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of rearranging still to do with the flags and stuff like that. And you guys are finally seeing the end where, well, you're not going to see all the way to the end because it took them overnight to actually take over that final central fortress. But what I can tell you is that it did burn, as you can see right here. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Another video coming out probably on Thursday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we stream. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Take care. Peace.